wanted to make this really quick because I understand, there's not a lot of subliminal creators that come out and teach this stuff, which is very powerful, right? And when you go onto your phone and you pull up Facebook, right, you understand what, if you do this or that, or YouTube, if you go to your subscriber list, or you go to the stories section or the recommendations, what's going to happen. Now, underneath that is the hard coding, is the computer coding term, right? The hard coding is what the computer programmer sat behind a computer and, coding all of the different outcomes and possibilities that could happen if someone does this or that on their Facebook page or YouTube page, what's going to happen, right? Now, we understand through physics that all of life, including you and me, is nothing more than energy, right? And you are nothing more than a mass of energy and particles that are all vibrating accordingly to your thoughts. Now, our subconscious mind has 100,000 thoughts a day, right? So we understand mathematically all of life literally has computer codes, not resembling, but exactly like computer codes all throughout life. Now, what's dictating the hard code of life? The subconscious mind, the 100,000 thoughts, right? All of reality is being created by that. Now, every single little thing that you do during the day, how you wake up, how you open your eyes in the morning, how long you spend on your phone, how long you spend getting out of bed, brushing your teeth, how you brush your teeth, the exact strokes and technique you use while you brush your teeth, how much water you wash the toothpaste out with, if you even use water. Every little tiny micro aspect that you do throughout the day is all created by your subconscious mind's paradigms, right? Paradigms are the habitual set of patterns in our subconscious mind of how you decide or how you do everything in your life, right? Now, ever since you were a little baby sitting in front of the TV, and everything that you absorbed from your parents and the media created these paradigms in how you do everything, right? Now, when you truly discover your true self on the inside, right, you have a free will. It's only free will when you discover yourself on the inside. You now have the ability to choose what subliminals or what you're going to replicate and which paradigms you want to change. Right, you want to create healthy, positive paradigms, right? Obviously, for you can live a healthy and positive life, right, and a loving life. So through free will, you have the ability to change these paradigms, right? The hard coding of your life. Now, all of these hard codings or paradigms, we understand through psychology, are all created by repetition. The words and the phrases that you repeat are what create the hard coding and paradigms, right? So, as a subliminal creator, I always, right, create very long and detailed, right? It's the details. I saw a post on Instagram by, a billionaire philanthropist that all he said was, it's all in the little details, right? It's all about the details, and some other quote, right? And what he was saying is, when I go to write my subliminals, right, every single word and the words that create the phrases and the sentences and the affirmations, and I have to cover all of the different aspects of each topic that I cover for all of the different outcomes when you go and live your day. It's like computer coding, right? They have to sit there and code all of the different possibilities and outcomes with very complex words and phrases. Your subconscious mind is no different. Your subconscious mind and everything that you're doing right now, how you respond to negativity throughout the day is created by words and phrases that created your paradigms, that created your hard coding. It was words and phrases that created your paradigms and hard coding on how you're going to respond to different emotions throughout the day. Now, it's very, very, very important that one has discovered themselves on the inside to where they're responding to the exterior world. They're responding to life. They're not reacting. They're not like a chicken with its head cut off going throughout on the low vibrations, the physical world, or the low vibrations of just emotion, where they're just reacting. they're actually, right, discovered themselves, they have the free will, and they're actually deciding how they're going to respond to life, and all of the different toxic and bad emotions or scenarios that they come throughout, good and bad, throughout the day, are all dictated by their paradigms, and they understand that, which are all created by words and phrases, since the words create the emotions in the subconscious mind, and the words create, the responses and how we live in the reality that we live, and the vibration that we're going to be in, and how we're going to respond, and how we have the decision at any time through self-awareness to be aware of the words that are arising. Because when you truly awaken, right, as I'm explaining, you are aware of the words that are arising to your conscious mind, and you just give them love, right? You create more and more loving paradigms, or you understand what paradigms you need to change, right? Based on the words and phrases that are arising, right? Because that's ultimately what's going to dictate the vibration you're in throughout the day and how you're going to respond in the reality that you're going to live, right? It all starts with the words and the phrases that create the paradigms. And those paradigms, therefore, afterwards create your reality. Now, obviously, it's only after you truly discover yourself on the inside and you're truly consciously living, right, through this hyper self-awareness, right, this hyper self-awareness, and you're connected to your true voice, and you're making decisions all based on these words or paradigms, hard coding, right? This is the power of words, and the words have the same effect on the physical body, of course, which is how I make physical subliminals, because as I mentioned, energy is all that there is, and all of this computer coding all around us is all being formulated and creating the energy from words or the paradigms, right? And we can change these paradigms and give words and phrases to the subconscious mind to change the physical world, right? You all have a beautiful day. Namaste. We are at 7 minutes. Go figure, right? Let's be awakened and live by choice.